All right. For Wednesday, they want us to take a look at these sentences. And this time, instead of finding compound subjects or compound predicates, they want us to find compound sentences. Compound sentences are when we have two complete sentences that we joined using two things. Compound sentences will have a comma and a conjunction, one of our fanboy words. For sentence number 1, Uncle Tim told jokes and we all laughed. Who can tell me, should sentence number 1 get a check mark, or should sentence number 1 not get a check mark? Jadine?
It should get a check mark because it has a comma conjunction.
It's got a comma and a conjunction, so it does get a check mark. Sentence number 2, Dad played the piano and sang songs. Who can tell me, should sentence number 2 get a check mark, or should it not get a check mark? Sentence to a compound sentence or... Bless you. Bella? Does not get it. It does have a conjunction, but not a comma, and that's because it's not a compound sentence. It has a compound predicate. It tells us two things that Dad was doing. Number 1, Dad was playing the piano. Number 2, Dad was singing songs. Number 3, Chris, Brian, and Mindy danced all around the room. Who can tell me, should sentence 3 get a check mark or not get a check mark? Is sentence 3 a compound sentence or... Christopher? Sentence number 3 should not get a check mark. It does have a comma, it does have a conjunction, but they're in different places, and that's for a reason. Sentence number 3 has a compound subject. It's about Chris, it's about Brian, and it's also about Mindy, but it's not a compound sentence. All it's doing is telling us 3 people, Chris, Brian, and Mindy, and what those people did. But it's not two complete sentences. They are not joined with the comma and the conjunction. So sentence 3 does not get a check mark. Sentence 4. Mom baked yummy pies and Victoria helped. Should sentence number 4 get a check mark or not get a check mark? Kylie?
But yes.
Sentence number 4 should get a check mark. Even though the sentence Victoria helped is very, very short, it is a complete sentence. It's got a subject, Victoria, got a predicate. What did she do? She helped. So, sentence 4 does get a check mark. Okay, second part. Instead of finding nouns or verbs and adjectives or adverbs, what we're going to do is we're going to find similes. We're going to find some similes, and we need to circle the words the similes are carrying. Remember, simile is whenever you compare two things to describe them, and similes will always use the words like, or they might use the word as. The first sentence says, Santa's belly shook like a bowl full of jelly. Who can tell me, where is the simile in that sentence? Santa's belly shook like a bowl full of jelly. What is the simile? Jada? What is the simile? Belly and jelly are the two things that they are comparing. You're right. Belly, jelly. We could say a bowl full of jelly, but either one is okay. So our whole simile would actually be most of the sentence. I have to stretch out my line a little. But belly shook like a bowl full of jelly. That would be our simile, and the two things they're comparing are Santa's belly and the jelly. Or, like I said, you could say stretch out the circle and make it bowl full. Sentence 2, away to the window I flew like a flash. Way to the window I flew like a flash. What is the simile? Sentence 2. Jadine?
Window and flat.
Window and flash. Flash is part of it, but no, not the window. Away to the window I flew like a flash. Kylie?
Flew and flash.
Again, close, flash is part of it, but not flew. Christopher? I flew like a flash is simile. The two things, and again, you guys were close. You guys got one of them. Flash is one thing they're comparing, but they're comparing flash not to the window, not to flew, but to I. So they're saying that this person ran to the window so quick that it was like a flash of light. Like sometimes when someone takes a picture and their flash goes off and it's just a real bright light for just a second. That's what they're saying, is that's how long it took them to go to the window. Just like that real quick flash of light. He looked like a peddler just opening his pack. Kylie?
He looked like a pepper.
Peddler. So there is our simile. Two things they're comparing there are he and peddler. So they're saying because they're talking about Santa here, because he's got that big bag of gifts and things like that, that he looks like a peddler, which would be like I guess the best way to explain it would be like now sometimes if any of you have ever gone to like the swap meets, everyone's got like these different stalls, kind of like little mini stores. They have all the stuff that they're selling kind of just like on a table or something like that. That's what they're saying he looked like. Is he looked like someone who like would go around selling things, always carrying this big bag of stuff. And the last sentence. Away they all flew like the down of a thistle. Christopher? They and thistle. Pairing. And this one's kind of a longer simile. I'll have to stretch out. They all flew like down and all down of a thistle. So a thistle is like a little plant, and down is like a little tuft of like fur or fuzz. So it doesn't look the same, but it's kind of similar to like the dandelions. If you guys have ever seen those, they have like the really thin stalk, and up at the top, it's like a poof of this fuzz. If you pick it up and you blow on it, the fuzz kind of like floats off. Okay, we have our sentence. We're gonna look for any mistakes, for all the mistakes, and fix them. For Christmas last year, we bake cookies, sing songs, and decorate the tree. What are changes that we might need to make? Chase, what's one mistake that they have in this? Okay, where? Okay, who can tell me? What's one mistake that or that we can find? Bailey, one mistake.
You need to capitalize F in 4.
We need to capitalize the F in 4, beginning of our sentence. Always should be capitalized. What's another mistake besides capitalizing the F in 4? Messiah?
Put comma after cookies and then after sing songs
Ooh, I like it. 2 commas. Why do we need 2 commas?
because they're listing them down.
They're making a list of all the things they're doing. They're baking cookies, the first thing. They're singing songs is the second thing, and decorating the tree is the third thing. Once we get 3 things, the list, and you're right, I need 2 commas for that list. So we capitalize the F in 4. We need a comma after cookies. We need a comma after songs. What else? Kylie?
Put a comma after last year.
So we need a comma after last year. They're telling us when this is happening. But even if we got rid of that part for Christmas last year, we'd still be okay. The sentence would still be fine. So you're right. What's another mistake? Jadine?
For C, last Christmas we sing song. It's supposed to be sang.
Ah, you got a point. Instead of sing, it should be sang. It does say last Christmas, so it's letting us know that this is something in the past. What else? What's another mistake? Bella? We need a period at the end of the sentence. Christopher? So far, we've capitalized the F in 4. Put a comma after. Oh, okay. Put a comma after year. That we need to change. Oh, sorry. We also said we put a comma after cookies and after songs. We need to change sing to sang. And we put a period at the end, but there's still a few mistakes left. Jaylene, see another one?
Capitalize sing Christmas.
Capitalizes C in Christmas. It's the name of a holiday. What else? Christopher? We already said to put a comma after cookies, but you're right. There is a comma that needs to go there. Kylie?
Baked is spelled wrong.
For which one?
Baked.
Bake. Okay. What should we do then?
Put a D at the end of bake.
Very good. Just like with sing, if this is last Christmas, not right now, it shouldn't be bake, it should be baked, something that already happened. Okay? Still a mistake here. What's that last mistake that's hanging out in this? Bella? We already said to capitalize this. You're all right, though. Christopher? Bella, if you know, just raise your hand, baby. You don't have to keep typing things out into the chat. We know how we should be answering questions. You're right, Christopher. Change decorate to decorated. If bake should have been baked, if sing should have been sang, then decorate should have been decorated. All of these are things that happened in the past. So if we have this sentence correct, it should be capital for capital Christmas last year, comma, we baked cookies, comma, sang songs, comma, and decorated the tree. So all of those things needed to be past tense because they did tell us it was last year's. Okay. For Monday and for Tuesday, we were using apostrophes to show possessives. Something belonged to somebody or to a group of people. This time, we're still using commas, but we're using it to write contractions. We're taking the two words and we're kind of like smushing them together to make just one word. We talked about contractions before and we said whenever you make a contraction, whenever you squish two words together, the whole point is to make sentences and make words shorter. So when you do that, you take out some of the letters that should be there. But you need to remember that when you write contraction, anytime you take out some letters to make it shorter, you need to put an apostrophe where those letters should have gone. Show that you took some letters out of the word. So the first contraction, they want us to take the words they and would and put them together. What word would I use if I was trying to combine they and would? Kylie?
They'd.
And how would I spell it?
THEY apostrophe D.
Very good. THEY apostrophe D. Because we're taking out the W, O, U, and the L. We're taking out a lot of letters from that word. And normally with contractions, you take out letters just from that second word, not from the first. Usually the first word is complete. What about the second one? Instead of they would, what if I wanted to combine the words she and would? Ezekiel?
She'd.
And how would I spell it, Ezekiel?
SHE apostrophe D.
Very good. just like with they would, I take out most of the letters from would. It's just SHE, and then I take out the W, the O, the U, and the L. Just leave at the end. What about we and have? If I was going to combine those two words, we and have, Christopher, how would I combine them? Okay, it'd be weave. And you're right, it would be WE apostrophe VE. So we're taking out the H and the A. And what about the last one? They had. If I was going to combine the words they and had, how would I write it? And where would I put the apostrophe? What letters would you be getting rid of? Bella? It's exactly the same as the first one. They'd. THEY apostrophe D. So the way that you know which one they mean they would or they had, depending on the sentence you use it in. If you're talking about something that is in the past tense, something that might have already happened, then you'd be using they had. If you're talking about something that hasn't happened yet, that might be happening later on, then it would be they would. Okay, last part. They give us two sentences and they wanted us to choose which way is the best way to take those two sentences and to combine them into one. The two sentences are, my family celebrates Christmas, my friend's family celebrates Kwanzaa. We have answer choice A, my family celebrates Christmas, my friend's family celebrates Kwanzaa. Or we have answer choice B, my family celebrates Christmas, then my friend's family celebrates Kwanzaa. Who can tell me which one you think is the better answer choice? Answer choice A the better way to combine the sentences, or is answer choice B the better way to combine the sentence? Christopher, what do you think? A or B? I should pick answer A. Two reasons why I want to pick answer choice A. Number one, if we're combining sentences, a comma and a conjunction is the correct way to combine two complete sentences. Number two, when you use the word then, you're telling us how something happened, like in what order it happened in. First you do this and then you do this, like steps. It's not steps when they say my family celebrates Christmas, then my friend's family celebrates Kwanzaa. It's not like his friend's family is sitting there waiting and going, all right, once they finish with Christmas, then we're going to start our celebration. So they use the wrong word to try to combine those sentences. We want to use the word and because we're showing that both of them are celebrating something. It's just not the same holiday. Here is the whole page. Go ahead, take a look at it now. If there's anything that you need to fix, any questions that might have made a mistake on, go ahead and fix them